What's going on, everybody? FJC here. Welcome back to another BattleBit video. Today what I got for you guys is 10 tips that can help improve aggressive gameplay in BattleBit Remastered. Now, these tips aren't supposed to be used in any specific order, but when applying all of them to the game, it will drastically improve your performance. So without further ado, let's start out with the first tip and get into the video. The first tip that I'm going to speak about is character customization. If you are unaware, in BattleBit, you can actually change what helmet, chest armor, backpack, and belt you have on your player. Certain items affect your running speed and aiming speed. However, if you're trying to play the most aggressive and use what I personally use, I run no helmet on my character with the Ranger vest so that I carry extra primary magazines. I personally don't change my backpack, but if you want an extra 2.5% in running and aiming speed, then go ahead and switch it to the light backpack. In my opinion, this is the best setup for aggressive gameplay because of the high magazine count and the high movement speed. Next, we're going to talk about sensitivity and settings. If you guys haven't seen already, I've made a full video going over my settings on the channel, so definitely give it a look. But the sensitivity I run in game is 85 and I use 400 mouse DPI. That's personally what works best for me. I highly recommend you guys find your own preference in sensitivity. In terms of video settings, I would recommend, if you don't have the best computer, turning them down as much as possible so that you can get the highest FPS. I highly recommend going into the shoot around and finding the perfect sensitivity for you that you can be very precise and very quick with. The gun and class you use in BattleBit heavily affects the way your playstyle will be. For a very aggressive playstyle, I mainly run the medic class. To me, it's currently the best option when running around the map because of the self-heal ability. I already have a video on my channel going over the best two SMGs to run in the game right now, being the MP7 and the Chris Vector. I'm going to go over the PDWs next because the Groza and the P90 are both very good weapons to use when playing aggressively as well. All the videos I mentioned today are going to be in the description, so definitely give them a look after you're done watching this one. Along with the gun you use, how well you control its recoil heavily affects how many kills you will get. I've already made a video on the channel regarding recoil control, but in short, if you guys aren't countering the recoil of the weapon, it's going to be way harder to get a bunch of kills and kill targets before they kill you. Again, the video for that will be in the description, so definitely give it a look after this video if you need to learn how to control recoil. It will only win you more gunfights and help you in the long run. Next, let's talk about map knowledge or positioning. Understanding the map you're playing on and knowing the hotspots of it are extremely essential if you're trying to get a lot of kills and limit the amount you die. I recommend opening your map from time to time when running around so you know what points your team has, which will also show you what points the enemies have, which can give you an idea of what areas they're going to be spawning and coming from. Map knowledge will definitely become easier the more you play the game. It's just a matter of time, so I just recommend playing the game and learning the maps as much as you can. Squad hopping is something in BattleBit that may be frowned upon by certain people, but if you are going for high kill games and you're trying to get as many kills as fast as possible, it may be in your best interest to do. I personally squad hop when my entire squad has died and there's no spawn beacon on the map, so I switch squads so it enables me to have a better spawn point. Quick reloading is a huge feature in BattleBit that everybody should be using. There are times in BattleBit when you run out of ammo and you have to back away for a second, and having the ability to drop your magazine and reload with a fresh one instead of swapping magazines saves a great deal of time. By default, it's holding R to drop your magazine, so just look out for that in game. Using C4 to create your own path behind enemies is a huge part of BattleBit. Destructible buildings and walls are one of the core features in BattleBit, and when playing the game, you should be looking out for enemies camping inside of a building to either blow up a wall behind them, blow up the floor that they're on, or blow up the wall in front of them so that you could kill them, which leads into creating a path. In BattleBit, using a C4 to either break a wall so you have a ledge to mount to when jumping, or breaking a wall so that you're able to escape from a building is something you guys should always have on your mind and be looking out for when in a gunfight. The last three tips I'm going to discuss today are, in my opinion, the most important three tips of the video. Starting at the top three, we have using movement and leaning. I have a video on my channel explaining how to properly use movement in BattleBit already, but if you are not using strafe jumping or air strafing in BattleBit, you are at a huge disadvantage. Air strafing and strafe jumping will allow you to get places that you didn't think were reachable on the map, as well as allowing you to somewhat dodge bullets when you're getting shot at by another player. Leaning is another huge part of BattleBit's combat. Using the lean keys, you can make yourself a harder target to hit, and certain angles allow you to see the enemy first when leaning to the proper side. Second last, we have picking your shots and target priority. When playing BattleBit, it is very important to understand target priority. Knowing when to pick your shots and knowing which target to shoot at can drastically impact a gunfight. As a quick example, if you're running behind a squad of 4 where one guy is looking at you and the other 3 guys are turned around, I recommend that you shoot at the guy looking at you first, obviously, giving you the chance to eliminate the biggest threat and move on to the 3 guys that are turned around. And last but certainly not least, the final tip I'm going to go over in this video is flanking. Everything I've mentioned in this video aside from the settings directly links to flanking behind your enemies. BattleBit's time to kill is very fast, and going behind your enemies and getting the jump on them is very, very crucial. Most times when flanking, before the enemy even has a chance to relay to his teammates that he's dead, you're already killing the entire squad. If you notice that you're dying from one specific area on the map, definitely take the long route to get behind them so that you can avoid being shot and get a crazy kill feed in the process. A final little bonus tip I thought I would add in towards the end of the video is flashbangs. Flashbangs can be used to, of course, blind your enemy, but is also very useful to reveal enemy positions. You can throw a flashbang into a building to see if there's any enemies in there just by looking at the hit marker on your screen. That's everything from me for today, people. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I really hope that these tips do help you out. If you guys did enjoy the video, please do me a favor and drop a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do me a favor and do that as well. Anyway, guys, this has been FJC, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.